Welcome back, everybody. I know it's been a little while. Actually, it's been several months, but couldn't be helped. Family and work life have kind of fallen apart right now because, like I said in a previous video, I got laid off. I've started a new job. Unfortunately, it's out of state, so my family is still in Texas, and now I'm in a completely different state. It's been a while since I've seen them, so everything's kind of come to a halt until I can get my home sold and then move it over. But in the meantime, I happen to have a laptop with me right now, and I have the Asus software. Alright, we're going to begin this video with a nifty, okay, that I think is really cool because it was something I complained about in a previous video, and Asus actually took care of it. So here we have our stock VE table. Okay, and as you can see, one of the things I complained about here were that these numbers down here having to do with the RPMs do not match the RPMs from our learn table. So it's really difficult to combine the two or adjust the VE table off of RPM ranges that don't match what the VE table is. Like let's say over here, I don't know, 1750. So a lot of what happened in my engine was a 1500 and 1750, but if I go to the stock table, there's 1500, but there's no 1750. So what do? There's no column there. So Asus is actually taking care of that. Thank you, Asus. Here's what you do. Let's just say we're looking at the VE table and you want to adjust some of these ranges on the VE table. You go to X point up here, and this one is called RPM Y point. So we look for RPM Y point. Oh, there it is. And let's just say we want to adjust the 2000 to be 1750. Well, I can't get it to 1750. It's 1754. You don't have to save anything. It does it automatically. Now, let's go back to our VE table, 1754, right? Ta-da, 1754. Now, let's just say we wanted to do 1750. We go back to RPM X point, but we couldn't get it quite to 1750, right? So what are we going to do? We're going to go over here, highlight everything, and just put in 1750, hit enter. It takes it, 1750. We're going to go back to our VE table, and there you go. Now you have two columns that match your self-learn table. That is how you adjust both of them so that they match, so that you can easily just change the numbers without having to interpolate, okay? And let's just say you don't want to see these numbers here on the self-learn table. You want to see somewhere in between. Like let's say you don't want 1750, you want something else on the self-learn table. Well, they have an X point for that one. So we're going to open up X point, and we're going to realize that this 1750 here is learn RPM Y point. So we're going to go down and go, oh, learn RPM Y point. Let's just say we want to make our 1750, oh, I don't know, let's call it 1900, okay? I can't get there. Let's just change that to 1900. Hit enter. That's 1900. And when we go back, let's close that. We go back to Fuel Self-Learn 1900. That is how you fix this table and your VE table so that they match each other. Now remember, we changed that one, we have to change this one, okay? That's how you do it. Again, this is RPM Y point, RPM Y point, and the 1750, we're going to highlight it and go to, oops, no, highlight it, 1900, enter, there you go. We're done. We're now, watch this, we're going to go learn table, 1900, stock VE table, 1900, and it changes all your VE tables so they all will match this way depending on what it is you're working on. Now that is a cool way to start. Thank you, Asus, once again.